Yo, RX back with another recap of UFC Vegas 72. Oh boy. No, actually, the card was really good, and I know on paper, if you see the card and you hear me say that, you're probably calling me a liar, but no, I actually think this is the best fight night we've had over this 3-week span. It was really good. Yes, there's only 11 fights, but those 11 fights, maybe outside of one or two, delivered. In my opinion, I think it's a really fun night of fights. And yeah, I'm excited to recap this card because, like I said, I actually really enjoyed watching it. So I enjoy watching all cards, but you know, to an extent, with some. So. But yeah, can't really think of anything else to say besides please like, comment, sub, 100 subs go by the end of the year. As always, let's break down, my bad, let's recap some fights. So, for once we actually have the same amount of fights in the recap as we had in the breakdown, which is very rare. But that's a good thing. So, enough talk about non-fights, let's talk about the fights. As we start off the card with Jamey-Lyn Horth versus Hailey Cowan. Good fight. It was a good fight, and it went pretty much how I was hoping and predicted it would. Horth just looked like the better fighter because she was. For the first two rounds, actually, was it the first two rounds? For round one and 3, Horth just pretty much picked apart Hailey on the feet. And then the second was close, and Cowan did win it, but that would still mean 2-1 Horth. So she won. Yeah, she looked good. For debut against someone very low level and someone Horth should be beating and looking good against. She looked good and got the win. That's all that matters. Not much more I can say. She looked really good. Her striking looked nice. Her wrestling, we didn't see much of it, but we saw, I think, a little bit. I think that will be something. I think her wrestling will be questioned and answered hopefully more in the future, not tonight. The thing that got answered is that there's a couple things that got answered with this fight. Should Horth have been signed to UFC? Yes, I think so. She looked great. Should Cowan have been signed to UFC after Contender Series? No. I'll keep saying that she should have not been signed. She's not UFC level. She didn't look good on Contender Series. She looked even shittier here. And she's just not good. Her striking is pretty bad. Her wrestling is She's just not good. Yeah, she's 31 years old, but bantamweight might be a fucking empty division, but it'd rather be empty than have people who just don't need to be in it. So, overall, I think this fight was good. Great, really good fight to open the card. It was good action mainly, and we saw a nice prospect. I think Horth is a really good prospect, and I think Cowan's kind of dead on arrival. If her fucking 2 cancellations before this didn't kill her on fucking arrival, if we're being honest. So yeah, but besides that, unless I'm forgetting something to talk about, striking, fight overall, yeah, it was a good fight. And the one last thing I'll talk about before I get to who they should fight next, the judges actually got it completely right, which is a theme on this card, which is weird. There was a few decisions on this card and the judges got it right flawlessly every time. You think I'm lying? I'm not. If you watch all the decisions on this card, they actually get it completely right. So, yeah. Interesting. I'm worried for next week because I feel like they're trying to lull us into a sense of security just to pull the rug out from under us. But yeah, now we move on to the last segment of the recap of this fight. Who should they fight next? Jamey, coming off a nice win, coming off a nice debut. Who should be kind of shitty, but you know, that's not here nor there. What do you do with her? Bantamweight's such a weird division because there are so few fighters outside the top 15. So to find her an opponent is like fucking pulling teeth. It's fucking hard. Pause. Looking over. Fuck. Shit. I'm literally looking through the fucking list. I'm not finding anyone. Maybe. Fuck. I'm. Alexis. No, she's Canadian. Jocelyn Edwards. I don't remember who I said Edwards should fight in last week, but I think it would be no, I said Pudilova should fight Biamaleki. I don't know. I don't hate fucking Horth versus Biamaleki. I mean versus Jocelyn Edwards. I don't hate that. I guess it's something. I guess do that. Bantamweight's such a shitty division, man. And especially with now mainly everyone in the division being booked and outside the rankings and even at the bottom of them, so yeah, but yeah, I guess fucking Jocelyn Edwards. And then for Hailey Cowan. Ooh. What do we do with you? Huh. She has to fucking fight. They're gonna give her a goddamn nobody. But who? I literally don't know. I'm looking, but maybe. Fuck, she got cut. I'm gonna find someone. I swear to God. I swear to God. How stupid as it sounds, maybe Stephanie Egger, which I'll talk about Stephanie more in a little bit, but Stephanie Egger, I guess. That's the best you're gonna get out of me for who they should fight next, because, dude, besides that, I don't fucking know. So, so overall, I think this fight was good. Great way to open the card, and again, we got to see a nice prospect get a win over someone who's not very good. I love seeing Cowan get exposed to being trash, like I've been saying for the last year and a half, for the last half year. So yeah, overall, good fight. And who should they fight next? I like Jamey-Lyn Horth versus Jocelyn Edwards, and Hailey Cowan versus Stephanie Egger, I guess. Yeah, I hope we get better fight ideas after this one, because god bantamweight's so fucking bad. So bad. But women's bantamweight. But yeah, good win for Horth. Good to have her in the UFC, and let's see what she can do. After that, we move on to men's bantamweight for a fight that was really good and has a lot of people talking after a nice prospect got a nice win. After we have Marcus McGhee versus Newson. What a debut from McGhee. 3 days notice and runs through Newson. Yeah, Newson's shitty, but still on 3 days notice, that ain't easy. Like, what would full camp Marcus have done to Journey? Like, honestly, because if 3 days no camp and just showing up pretty much, Marcus can beat Journey. What the fuck would a full camp have done? Let alone that, fuck, I don't know. I am so excited to see Marcus on a full camp. Because if this is how he looked with no camp, what's he gonna look like on a camp? Because, wow, he's good. 32 years old and finally got his UFC shot. He showed up, man. He had nothing to lose and everything to gain, and he gained a lot. Fans, a fucking name recognition. People with me included are gonna be really interested in his next fight, because like I said, he looked great. He looked fantastic. Not really anything bad I can say about his showing. To talk about, well, the fight overall round 1 was really close. They traded a lot, but overall Marcus did take round 1. Journey was just trying to wrestle pretty much, which was smart, I guess. And then round 2, Marcus clipped Journey with a nice left, sent him to the ground, hopped on top, got the back, and choked out Journey by a rear naked choke to get the huge win. What a debut, all I can say. Great showing by Marcus McGhee. For Journey, what do you expect? Journey Newson, he's very shitty. Yeah, I didn't expect much more than that from Journey. He's just not good. Like, he's really just not good. So, my bad. Yeah, not really much more you can say about Journey. He's just not good. He's really bad. Like, really bad. And I'm not trying to discredit Marcus's win, but again, Journey Newson, shitty as fuck. Still, but to not beat him on 3 days' notice is impressive as fuck. So, yeah, overall, really good fight and great debut from Marcus McGhee, man. You know, what do you do next? Do you send Marcus already a step up? Do you maybe, it's weird. What do you do with him now? Like, he's gonna be hyped up going into his next fight. And me, like I said, I cannot wait to see this dude on a full camp. Like, I think him on a full camp is gonna be interesting and fun. So, I guess that only means one thing. Who should he fight next? I'm looking over the bantamweights. Okay. I feel like I'm doing this every week with men's bantamweight. Hell, Brian Keller. He should fight Brian Keller. He stepped in for Brian Keller. He should fight Brian Keller. Am I wrong? You're telling me that does not make sense? He stepped in for Keller. He should fight Keller. And, well, I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I think that's how that should work. Step in for Keller. You fight Keller. So I like that. Marcus McGhee and Brian Keller. How many times am I gonna say Keller? Keller. So yeah, I like that fight. And then for Journey, ooh, really rough now. He's lost 2 in a row now. In the last 5, he's 1-3-1. He needs to win his next fight or he's getting cut. He might get cut after this. I don't think he will, but he could easily be cut after this. But if they don't cut him, who does he fight? Could always feed him to Raw Rosas. Can feed him to Raw or a lot of names to pick from here. I don't hate Journey versus, where is he? Versus Simón Oliveira. I know a lot of people probably don't know who that is. Another dude who's fighting for his job in the next fight, and I think it would only make sense to give him a UFC, to give that fight. Journey, if he loses, he's cut. If Simón loses, he's cut. I think it makes sense. Would be a good well, it would be a prelim on a fight night, then why not? So I like that. Do that and do the other fight I talked about. So overall, great debut for Marcus McGhee. I can't wait to see him on a full camp. And overall, who should they fight next? I like Marcus McGhee versus Brian Kelleher, and I like Newson versus Simón Oliveira. I like both of those fights. Let's do them. Makes sense for both. After that, we have a fight I predicted to baby. I made a lot of people look stupid, as I made myself look smart for once. I could not predicted this fight any better. The plus 240 underdog beats the minus 315 favorite. The person who was picked 11% on Tapology, tied for lowest pick percentage, was, I think it was Michael with Trey Waters, who also won. We'll talk about that later. But she was picked at the lowest amount and won. I'm of course talking about Irina Alekseeva versus Stephanie Egger. I fucking told you, I had a feeling. What does Egger struggle with? People her size, people who can wrestle or grapple with her. What is Irina? Her size and can grapple with her. What happened? She wins. I fucking told you. And might I add, I'm guessing she was on a 2-year layoff, so I'm guessing Irina has gotten better over those 2 years, but let's just say the Irina we saw tonight, which I'll talk about in a second, was the one fighting 2 years ago in Bellator, and you people were calling her shitty? You're fucking stupid. I'm guessing she's gotten better, but if she hasn't, she's just been this same fighter. You people are fucking stupid, because she's great. Like, 6 pro fights and she looks really good. And to talk about how she looked tonight, it was only a 2-minute fight, but I think it answered a lot of questions. Her striking looked really good, had Edgar on the back foot the whole time, and when it hit the mat, it was a wrap. Irina got a leg and snapped it. The 4th ever female heel hook. I think it's the first one since Lipsky against Carolina. Maybe Mac Durden did it in that time span, but yeah, 4th ever. And I told you, I fucking told you, man. Yeah, and I would never, trust me, the weight miss did throw me off the boat a little bit, but I stayed on it. I was like, no, that was a mistake. She's still gonna win. She did. I fucking told you, people. She's and my aunt Irina's a fantastic bantamweight prospect. If she can fight consistently like how she did tonight, top 15 within a year and a half. If she fights consistently, she's great. And what if she gets fucking better? She's only 32, and her 6th pro fight. She's in the UFC beating Stephanie Egger. Interesting. To talk about Egger, not much to say. Her striking is still bad, or non-existent, and her grappling is still... If she's a better grappler than you, she will win, but if you can match her, she will lose. And she lost, so kinda makes sense. So, unless somebody has something to say, this fight, this was my favorite prelim, just that I did look smart. And I think Irina is definitely a interesting prospect. Just make weight, please, make weight. And then we can, if she makes weight for the rest of her career perfectly, I think everyone should just sweep this under the rug and forget about it, because shit happens. But now to talk about who they should fight next. Of course, we're back at women's bantamweight. Fun. Irina. I don't hate her versus Peskrilla Keshweda, Zombie Girl, or Bia Malecki. I think either of those two work pretty well. I don't see why not do either, or even Alexis Davis, one of those three, I think would work pretty well. Good step up in competition, and one family's that bad that you could fucking be 2 fights in and be fighting like a fucking ranking spot if you win. So, not much more to say. I like those two. I like any of those 3 fights. And then for Stephanie Egger, I'm not gonna say much. I pretty much already gave it away. Hailey Cowan, why not? Does it really make sense? No, but fuck it, why not? So, not much more to say. I'm happy I made you all look fucking stupid. And Irina's a fantastic prospect. Who should they fight next? I like Irina versus, we'll go with Alexis Davis. And we'll have Stephanie Egger fight Hailey Cowan. I like those 2 fights. Let's do them. Irina Alekseeva, baby. Make way. After that, a fight I'm not gonna talk about much because I got really little to say, and I don't want to talk about it anyway. Cody Durden versus Charles. Sorry about that. Johnson. So I'm trying to get some off my computer. Yeah, I'm not gonna say much. Durden just completely manhandled him for 15 minutes. For some reason, Johnson just did not show up. I picked him for the first time ever, and he just did not show the fuck up. He looked awful. He looked like a fucking pushover, which I guess he kind of is if he lost to Sumagulov. So, no, I'm very, very unhappy with fucking Charles Johnson after today. Like, come on, dude. You made Cody Durden look like goddamn Habib. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Fucking trash, bitch. So, yeah, not much to say. Who should they fight next? Cody Durden versus maybe CJ Vergara. I guess that would work. And then Charles Johnson, fuck, I don't know, to be honest. I really don't know. Maybe feed him to a young guy, because you can't give him another high level guy, or even decent level guy. Cody Durden's kind of trash. So, I don't know, I'm very not happy with Charles Johnson after today, and fuck Cody Durden. So, overall, fuck this fight, and probably the worst fight on the card. And now we move on to the featured prelim. I'm trying to not rush through these, and of course I'm not. Outside Durden. Just, I got not much to say. I'll talk a little more about this one, because I think there is a little more to say in this one. Because it answered a lot of questions, mainly the answers I already knew, but you know, still got the answers. We have Martin Buday versus Jake Collier. Yes, it's pretty much confirmed Buday is not good and is gonna lose to someone good. To be honest, if you told me you scored this fight fucking 1 and 2 for Collier, I'm not mad at you. Like, Collier did not look bad. Like, in round 1, Collier looked really good. But he did kind of go way too much on the gas and gassed himself like a dumbass. So he did gas out and slow down, which gave Buday a chance to come back and win like he sadly did. Yeah, Buday's not good, like, at all. Buday's very shitty. Like, when he fights someone, even if he fought a shitty dude like, we'll say, fucking a heavyweight, even a guy like fucking Justin Tafa might beat him, to be honest. Like, he's not good at all. He's like really bad. It's crazy, and we know Jake Collier sucks. So saying that's just waste time. We know he's trash. Like, but Buday's out. That Bresky fight ruined him because he lost that fight, and now he has an underwhelming performance against Jake Collier. Ugh. And guys like him, Waldo, who we're gonna talk about later, fucking, who else? Alexander Romanov. Those guys are the future of heavyweight. They're trash. You wanna know the future, or like prospects of heavyweight? I mean, they're trash. You wanna know who like the future and the prospects who are actually good at heavyweight are? Tom Aspinall, Sergey Pavlovich, Jailton Almeida. It's not these fucking cans. Like, heavyweight is such a shitty division outside of like 5 guys. Outside of Jones, Stipe, Aspinall, Pavlovich, and well, might be those 4. Shit. It's such a bad weight, or Jailton. It's such a bad weight class. Like, when your top 5 had guys like fucking Derek Lewis, who's just there to fight for money at this point, fucking Alexander Romanov, Jairzinho, who, come on, is garbage, Curtis Blades. It's like, dude, why? Thorough gone. This weight class is a fucking joke, and I love heavyweight because it's just low level shit. But at a point, after a point, it's like, god damn, how much worse can you get? I want that question answered. So yeah, shitty fight. Jake looked good in round 1. Buday took over in the last 2 rounds and won. So. And now, what do you do with both? For Martin Buday, do you feed him to a dude so he loses, like you did with Waldo? Do you give him another favorable matchup? What do you do? I don't hate him versus... Dontel Mays. I don't think's that bad. That could be an interesting one. Yeah, Dontel Mays fight, step down, and yeah, or you could feed him to Blagoy, but I don't worry. Is Blagoy ranked right now? Is Blagoy still somehow fucking ranked? He is still fucking ranked. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, so fucking go down to Mace. I think that would work. And then for Jake, do you cut him finally? 3 in a row. Well, I'll say 2 in a row. He won that Arlovsky fight. I say give him one more fight. If he loses, cut him. Like, who do you have him fight? Who do you try and boost up with him? Maybe Oleksiejczuk. I let Alexi get a win if he's still fighting. Let's see. Yeah, you're not trying to use Jake to actually win a fight now, because that'd be stupid. Yeah, I've got heavyweight has like no good fighters, unranked. You could fucking have Junior Taffa knock him out. Actually, yeah, I'll have him fight Austin Lane. Dude coming off Contender Series, needs a debut fight already. Austin Lane, I like it. So, overall, pretty bad fight. One of the probably I'm gonna talk about this later at the end of the recap, but if I were to tell you what not to go back and watch on this card, which is very little, this is one of the fights, because it was fucking terrible. So, bad fight, like I predicted. And who should they fight next? I like Martin Buday versus Dontel Mays, and I like Jake Collier versus Austin Lane. I think both make sense. Buday can maybe actually put on a good performance for once against Mays, and Collier gets to boost up Austin Lane, Austin's debut. So I like both. Do them. So yeah, those were prelims. If you turn off the prelims after the first 3 fights, then you didn't miss anything. So, cause the last two prelims were kind of shitty. The first three were fun because they were debuting prospects. Last two were dog shit. But now we move on to the main card, which was, outside of maybe a fight, pretty good. And yeah, as we begin the main card with a fight that went nothing as I predicted, and it made me look incredibly stupid, we have Trey Waters versus Josh Quinlan. Wow, Waters used his reach advantage and height and all that as perfect as you ever have seen a fighter use it. Like, when I say Trey had a perfect fight, he did. He didn't do anything extracurricular and get get the finish. He literally just kept letting Quinlan come in and punched him in the nose. For literally 15 minutes, Josh Quinlan tried to get on the inside and never could. It's kind of insane. Like, Trey is 6'5" with a reach of 77 at welterweight. If he can actually use it right, he's gonna be a problem. If he can use it right, unlike a Randy Brown who's very lengthy, a Neil Magny, he could be really good. Like, I would like to see him fight someone who can get on the inside and actually give him a fight, because Quinlan just could not. But until that happens, dude, Trey, great short-nosed debut win for Trey, man. He looked fantastic. For 15 minutes, he completely took Josh to school, and Josh, a dude who I think's pretty good, got made to look like a fucking joke. So, not a good look for Josh. And to talk about Josh a little bit, like I said, for 15 minutes, all he did was rush and get popped, trying to get the knockout. He's very one-dimensional. He just tries to throw that left over and 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 over again. Like, it's fucking insane how many times he's gonna throw that goddamn thing. Like, throw something different that might make your opponent think. So, I think Josh is still an interesting prospect, but man, he needs to change up his game. Because relying on that left hook from hell, it's not gonna work, clearly. So, I don't want to talk much about this fight, because nothing really happened. It was kind of underwhelming. But, this is gonna be an interesting one. Who should they fight next? Welterweight, young welterweights, one coming off a great win, one coming off a terrible loss. What do you do? Oh, Jesus. I don't know. Like, do you give Trey a decent step up? Do you give him a fucking step down? I'm not quite sure what you do in this scenario. Looking over who he could fight. Excuse me. Whatever. Maybe. I don't mind him versus Preston Parsons. I think that's a good one. Parsons will try and bring it to him. So yeah, I don't mind that. And for Quinlan, where is Josh? Josh, I really don't know what you do at this point. This is bad, man. This is probably the worst case scenario for him. Because he just got embarrassed, pretty much, to open the main Cardinals. He got fucking embarrassed badly. So, now, what do you do? Where the fuck is he on this fucking... there's a couple fights you could give him. I don't hate him versus Billy Golf. That could be a good debut. Or... the one I like more, fucking put him in there with Yusaku Kinoshita. Both guys coming off losses in their losses against guys they should beat, and why not do that? So I like those two fights. Overall, not the greatest fight ever. Pretty much just 15 minutes of backup punch, blah 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 blah. So overall, who should they fight next? I like Trey Waters versus Preston Parsons, and I like Josh Quinlan versus Yasaku Kinoshita. I don't see why not do either, and let's fucking do it. Yeah. Now the main card really begins as we start with the next round card, which is fine. I think there should have been a main card opener in hindsight, but you know, I can't control that shit. As we have Marcos Rodrigo de Lima versus Waldo Cortes-Acosta. He got exposed. Finally. Thank you to Lima for exposing shitty ass Cortes-Acosta. Cortes-Acosta is garbage. For the first 10 minutes of the fight, Lima just took him to school. Kicked his leg 100 times. Was the better striker to a point. Good wrestling. He got up 2-0. In round 3, he knew he just had to survive to win, and he did. He survived round 3. Waldo did win round 3, but by that point he was finished or nothing. And the Lima walked away with the decision win. 29-28 across the board. Yes, the judges got it right. I'm shocked. Yeah, man, fucking the Lima is really good. All of a sudden, I don't know when it happened, but for some reason, the Lima is really good. It makes no fucking sense, but he's good. I don't get it either, man. Trust me, I do not get it. But I'm happy for him. He's 37 years old and he's hitting his prime. In my opinion, he should be on a 5-fight winning streak. He just took an O off a guy, and I think he should be ranked. I say get the fuck out, get Blagoy or Dawkins or Romanov out the rankings and put it in the Lima. What does this dude gotta do to actually like fight actually move forward in the division? Because he is fucking, he's beating everyone. In his last 5, he's beating guys he probably shouldn't be beating. Dude, fucking Blagoy, Arlovsky, and Cortez. And like, dude, and even if we go back into his last fucking, we'll say 7, dude, in my opinion, the only loss he has is against Romanov when Romanov's actually good. Like, I'm very happy for Lima. I think he is I'm happy he's in his prime, man. It's not like these are fluke wins or against cans. Like, in his Green, yeah, Green's a can. Roswell, they scrap, which Ben Roswell literally just won a bare knuckle fight tonight. So Ben Roswell's no joke striking. He beat Blagoy, who, yeah, I don't think Blagoy's that good, but still, a win's a win against a ranked guy. Ran through Arlovsky, as you probably should, and then just took Cortez's O. Like, dude, this dude's not beating, like, he was beating cans for a minute, fucking Ben Sassoli, Adam Wishik, but now he's actually beating real fighters, and I'm happy for him. He's good. He's really good. And to talk about Waldo a little bit, everything we all saw, all his fucking flaws we saw during his first 2 UFC fights just got exploited really well here. He doesn't check leg kicks, gets kicked I think 40 plus times. We've never seen him wrestle, gets out wrestled. We've never really seen him fight someone who's a good striker, he gets outstruck. We've never seen him fight someone with power, he takes a lot of power. Like, everything that could have went wrong did go wrong. The only thing that went right was round 3 when he won, but not like it was even a good, impressive win. Because A, you still lost the fight, and B, it's not like you dominated. Like, and I'm proud of Lima. All the fears I had picking Lima, he did not do. Yes, he fell in love with the striking to a point, but it works. He gassed out, but by the point he did, he was already up 2-0. Fucking, He threw leg kicks every chance he got. He's just doing everything he should be doing. I'm proud of him, man. I'm happy for him. And who does he fight next? I'm gonna throw one out there that I know people are probably gonna say, what? Then if you're right, I'll break it down why I think you do this. Derek Lewis. I like it. Derek Lewis is on the decline. He's ranked 11th. And you're telling me these two brawling would not be amazing for a pay-per-view prelims or main card? Like, and I don't get not giving the Lima a ranking already. And who else could he fight? Fucking Buday? Fucking Mo Usman? Like, give this man a real fight. Derek Lewis. I don't see why not. He's not fighting up into the top 10. He's fighting number 11, which he already beat 14. And fucking Derek is on the decline. And again, you're telling me these two throwing haymakers at each other would not be super entertaining? Do that fight. Nothing more I can say. Do that fight. And then for Waldo, who does he fight next? Ah, Christ. Oh, fuck. My bad. Good question. Who does Waldo fight next? They're gonna give him a huge, and I mean huge, step down in competition after a pretty bad performance. Who are they gonna give him? Fuck. Maybe Lucas Brzeski, not terrible, the dude who beat Buday, or fuck, Jake Collier even would make sense. One of something like that. They're gonna give him a super shitty fighter. Not even give him a guy like fucking Blagoy, which I could see him doing, but I can't. I keep forgetting Blagoy is somehow ranked. So yeah, most likely someone like fucking Brzeski or Jake Collier. So overall, good performance by Lima. Happy the dude is winning, and I give him a ranking and a ranking fight. He should fight Derek Lewis. You're telling me that fight does not scream entertainment? You're lying. And for Waldo, I like him versus fucking Jake Collier. It's gonna happen. So why not do it? Kick Jake out on the let the door hit Jake on the way out of getting cut after that loss. So overall, good fight. I'm happy Waldo got exposed, and good one for Lima, man. Keep doing your thing, man. He's good. He's good. After that, a fight I'm not really gonna talk much about because it was fucking 101 seconds. 1 second. Stay hydrated. The next fight on the card we have Fernando Padilla versus Julian Erosa. Yeah, Erosa came back way too quick after Caceres, because if he got touched, he was going down, and he went down. Great showing by Padilla. Fucking in a minute 40, he ran through Julian Erosa, and no, it was not a bad stoppage. Shut the fuck up. Yeah, dude, he ran through Erosa. There's not much more to say. He embarrassed him. We all knew Erosa's chin was bad as is. Now coming back way too quick after the Caceres fight, like, not good. He came back way too quick, and it showed. Like I said, if he got touched, he was going down, and he went down. So, not much more to say. So, I'm not really gonna give I won't give a fight idea for Fernando because it's debut, and I really don't know what you do with him now, because that's a tough question. He did just beat Erosa, who's good, but you give him a step down, step up. I don't know. What I do know is I will give Juicy J a fight idea. Take time off is definitely my first idea. My second idea, Darren Elkins would be fun. Or, yeah, I don't mind him against Darren Elkins or David Onama. I think both of those would be really good fights. So, yeah, I like either of those fights. So, overall, not much to say about this fight. Quick knockout happened next. But, yeah, hopefully Juicy A can bounce back, and great showing by Padilla, man. Really great showing. 3 more, Jesus Christ. After that, we head to middleweight for next little bit for Rodolfo Vieira versus Cody Brundage. It happened. It was low-level middleweight at its finest. Overall, in round 1, Brundage just destroyed Rodolfo, knocking him down twice and almost getting the finish. But then in round 2, Brundage kept trying to wrestle. Rodolfo ended up on top, got the arm triangle choke, and made Brundage tap. Yeah, pretty much a predictable Vieira fight. Get hurt, fucking get him down, and something happens every fucking time he wins, I swear to God, and it worked again. Yeah, but neither of these guys are good. I'll keep saying that. Both these guys. Rodolfo, just please let me submit you. And Cody Brundage, it's fucking trash. Yeah, overall, not much I can say. We're great. Good one for Rodolfo. Good way to get back on his feet. And he showed nothing, though. He showed that striking against him is so easy, which is such a bad thing, especially at middleweight, even for as shitty as middleweight is. There's a lot of strikers, and if you can't strike, you're fucked. So, and Rodolfo is fucked. He's gonna lose again. When he fights a guy who can stop takedowns, he's gonna lose. He's not good at all. So, yeah. Fuck, I am literally, I swear, falling asleep as I speak, but I can fight through this. And for Cody, not much I can say. Dude's not good, should not be in the UFC. Perfect for Bellator or PFL. So, yeah, I'm not impressed with either guy, so not much more to say. But now, who do they fight next? For Rodolfo? Maybe Albert Duraev would be interesting. That would be really interesting. Or Bo Nickel after he beats Trey Gore. Andre Petrosyan. Hell, I thought GM3. So any of those I think work. Give him a wrestler. See how he does. Give him a striker. He's just gonna fucking survive and not sub him. So it's kind of a fucking waste of time. So, and for Cody, I don't fucking know. Cut him? Can we? Can we cut him? No. For Cody, maybe give him to Christian Leroy Duncan, or yeah, I guess Duncan ain't terrible. Something like that. Give him to a young dude he can lose to and make look good. So, yeah, I would say just do that. Unless I'm missing someone. Oh, you could let Julian Marquez get back in the win column. Actually, I like that a lot too. Yeah, cool. Okay, I think I got my next fights for these guys. For Rodolfo, we'll go with As of right now, we'll say Albert Duraev, but if Rodolfo's still unbooked by the time Nickel beats, what's his face? Gore, then we might be telling a different story. And for Brundage, I say let Julian Marquez get back in one column on him, so not much more to say. Overall, it was a low-level middleweight, a shitty fight, and we move on. Yeah, I'm not rushing through these, but at the same time, I'm tired of fuck, so I am drained. So I'm not trying to rush, but do you really want to talk about Rodolfo Vieira? No. After that, we head into the co-main event of the evening, which was actually pretty good. We have Caio Borralho versus Michał Oleksiejczuk. Yeah, Caio looked good. He showed his striking off more in this, which was a good look, and he showed he can actually get a finish. I'm amazed. Paulo Costa's son fucking looked great. He needs to get a step up in competition. He needs to stop beating guys like Murdov, Petrosian, Oleksiejczuk. He's way better than these guys, and it shows. Give him a real fight. Like, Caio is an amazing prospect, and if you tell me this time in a year, if you tell me by the end of this year he's ranked between 10 and 15, I believe you. He's good. And I can honestly say, I think he beats a couple dudes ranked in top 15. He's really good. If he can get better striking, dude, he's gonna be a problem. 30 years old, 14-1 now, and he's getting better. And yeah, again, he's beating shitty fighters, and the best guy he did fight, I think he had an underwhelming performance, but still, he's good. He's really good. And then for Oleksiejczuk, he was just here to lose. Let's not lie to ourselves. He had no chance of winning. Like I said, what was his way of winning? He's not gonna knock out Caio. He's not gonna sub Caio. He had no chance of winning this fight. So respect him for showing up, but he was gonna lose. So not really much more I can say on that topic. What I can say now is, who should they fight next? It just came to mind, and now with what has happened I like Caio versus Jack Hermansson. Jack just put out the Brendan Allen fight, so he's gonna be I think Brunson, who Caio did call out, I think Brunson's gonna step in against Brendan Allen, and I think we're gonna get, I like Caio versus Jack Hermansson. Feed Jack to Caio, and I think everything ends well. So I like that. I think that'd be very smart to do, and I don't see why not do it. For Oleksiejczuk, back to drawing board. Who does he fight? Maybe Chidi and Jokowani. Yeah, I don't hate that. Would be fun. He would strike with Chidi, which is what we want. So yeah, I like him against Chidi, I guess, unless I'm missing someone better. But I don't think I am. So yeah, let's go with Chidi. Yeah, I don't know, I have not much to say here. Caio's just really good. He's really good and someone to watch out for at middleweight. He is really good. So, not much more to say. Caio looked great, and who should they fight next? I like Caio versus Jack Hermansson, and I like Michał Oleksiejczuk versus Chidi and Jokowani. And now we move on to the main event of the evening. A fight that meant to happen 1 week ago, but it now happens tonight. Well, happened tonight, as we have Song Yadong versus Ricky Simón. Great fight, chess match throughout. And these two fucking put on a show to end the night. They showed why they should be respected more. Should have got pushed to the main event. they showed a lot, and let me just say, I fucking told you all, Ricky is good. He's not Song Yadong's level. Song Yadong is a top bantamweight. Ricky Simón's a middle bantamweight. He's not bad, but he's not beating guys like Song Yadong. Simple as that. I don't get why a second week in a row, a dude who I think was a clear guy to win was the underdog. It's easy fucking money, I swear to God. Like, Song literally did whatever he wanted and won. Yeah, he fucking was up 4-0 going into fist, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna finish you, and did. Like, dude, what the fuck? Dude, Song Yadong's so good, it's stupid. It's literally kind of insane how good Song Yadong is. This dude is a problem, and I really don't see how many people can really crack that code, that problem. At bantamweight, Noah, in the top 5, fucking, I don't know. And outside of top 5, who does Song actually lose to? Maybe Umar, just because Umar's Umar. Besides that, he beats Rob Font, he beats Pedro, he beats fucking Cruz. He beats a lot of guys. He's a top. If I was doing if I was ranking bandweights, he'd be top 5 to 6, maybe 7. He's really good. And for Ricky, I'm not trying to. I'm not shitting. I never try to shit on Ricky. I like Ricky. He's really good, but really good Ricky Simón is a lot lower than really good Song Yadong. So I think Ricky's really good, but I feel like he kind of showed how you beat him, which is kind of the worst thing he could have done, because now everyone's gonna fight him the same. Stop his takedowns, you have nothing to worry about. So I don't know. The Song Yadong is so good. It's sickening. And who should he fight next? Hear me out, and I'll break it down in 1 second. Song Yadong should fight Piotr. Hear me out. Who else would he fight? He already fought Cheeto. Rob Font makes no sense. Cruz makes no sense. He's not fighting O'Malley. He already fought Sandhagen. He's not fighting Merab. The fights you do at bantamweight right now are Song and Piotr, Marlon and Umar, and then obviously top 5's Corey, Merab, Sean, whatever. But you're telling me Song Yadong versus Piotr Jan, A, is not an amazing fight, and B, is not the fight to do next? Come on, you know it is. Yeah, you're telling me that fight does not scream amazing? You're lying. You're fucking lying. And you're telling me that's not a perfect main event for a fight night in November, December to end the year? Fuck. Do that fight, dude. Do that fucking fight. And then for Ricky, just like, yeah, this is a step back, but isn't you lost Song Yadong? You can't get mad at that. Who does Ricky fight next? I say Adrian Yanez. I don't hate it. Yanez or Gutierrez, both guys coming off losses themselves. I don't hate it. Or nah. Yeah, I'd probably, or maybe Javid. But no, I think I'm leaning Yanez. So I like that fight. I really like that fight. I think that'd be a banger, and one guy gets to get back on track. So overall, great main event tonight, and my God, Song Yadong good. And who should he fight next? Piotr Jan. Who should Ricky fight next? Adrian Yanez. Great fight to end the night. So that's the recap. To go over all the side shit on picks, I went 7 of 11, 3 perfect, 480. I only got Erosa, Quinlan, Collier, and Johnson wrong. Can't get mad at it. The bonuses were 4 performance bonuses to Song Yadong, Caio Borralho, Rodolfo Vieira, and Marcus McGhee. I disagree. I would have gave performance bonus to McGhee and Trey and what the fuck's his name? Padilla. How Padilla didn't get one, I don't know. And I would give 5 tonight to Song and Ricky. So both got money. But I guess it's not bad. I'm happy McGhee got one. He deserves it the most out of everyone, I think. And I would have gave one to Irina, but she missed weight. So overall, what did I think of this card? I liked it. The first time in a couple weeks I've actually enjoyed a fight night. I've actually been happy after, and I have positive things to say. The Max card was weak and very bad. The card last week was weak and very bad. This one, everything judging correct, refereeing fine, fights over-delivered. I'm happy. I cannot say a bad thing. I can say very few bad things about this card. And the last thing I will say about this card, if I were telling you, if you missed it and I was telling you to what you should rewatch, yes, I'm gonna try and do this every recap. I would say just watch everything besides Durden, Buday, Waters maybe, and probably Vieira maybe. Besides that, watch everything. It was a great card, man. A really good card that I enjoyed. So not much more I gotta say. We head into 288 fight week. And you'll hear me break that down Friday, 1 p.m. EST like always. And then you'll hear me recap it at the same time, Sunday, 1 p.m. EST, next Sunday. So, hope you enjoyed the card. Tell me what you saw of the card, how you did on picks, anything like that. Tell me whatever, I don't care. And, yeah, not much more I can say besides, please like, comment, sub, 100 subs, go by the end of the year. And as always, RX. Out. I told you if Irina.